Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, know the voice, know the guy. It's me, really real, a villain real. It's Terrell Furman Virginia here at your service. All right, 2-2 day on the 4 picks. I gotta stop the even number picks days because I'd rather just be a winner or a loser on the day. I hate the 2-2 don't really like it was a wash of a day. Maybe lost a little on the juice, maybe got some plus money back. Like I really don't like those. So I might have to stop doing the even number picks days. I might have to keep it the odd number picks days only. So we have a clear definitive we lost today or we won the day. However, today, WNBA 1-1. The Minnesota Lynx, never in doubt. I mean, ah, the the Sun were never in it. I think that the Minnesota Lynx had a very, very good defensive game plan to get the Connecticut Sun off their offensive plan. AT never really got going trying to score the basketball, never was really in positions to score. Fee was really, really good in just putting AT in a position away from the basket where she wasn't comfortable, not able to drive, and forced her to really play point guard where the rest of her team just couldn't really hit shots. I think at one point in the game, and she might have actually finished as the taking the most shots. But Dejanay Carrington, somebody who's worked on her scoring this year, but is still not a prolific scorer, I would say. I mean, it's 12 points in the W. It's 12 points in the W. That's pretty good, but like that's not the person you want taking the most shots in the whole team for a winning game plan. And they kept forcing Dejanay Carrington to take shots, and it worked. They did really, really good game plan, and then they were hot. They weren't missing a shot in the first quarter, and it just kind of got ugly from there. So, shout out to the Minnesota Lynx, who are now off to the WNBA finals. We have, hey, minimum 3 games, maximum 5 games left in the WNBA. Going to be looking forward to over the next week breaking down my New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx going toe to toe. As a Liberty fan, this is probably the one matchup I didn't want to see. So it's going to be a tough series. I think it is. And hey, hopefully we get 5 games in the finals. That'd be fun. The under, however, was not as easy. In fact, it did not go through because while the Connecticut Sun could not score, they allowed the Minnesota Lynx to score whatever they wanted. So that sucked. But we go over to the NBA where we had our first time head coaches trend in 2 games. Okay, so Charles Lee for the Charlotte Hornets might be one of those first time head coaches that we just don't bet on. I mean, he just might. So, in his first 2 games coaching in the preseason for the Charlotte Hornets, he has covered by a total of 2 points. 1 point in the game against the Knicks and 1 point in the game against the Heat. So, all right, we lose that one. We had Heat +2, sprinkle on the money line. Heat end up losing by 3. That sucks. But then the Clippers, never in doubt. Shout out to Norman Powell as well. They played this game in San Diego. Norman Powell got to introduce the Clippers. He's from San Diego narrative. The Clippers handle business and really was never in doubt there. So shout out to the Clippers cashing, laying 4.5. Some people got 5.5. I saw later in the day, but it's all right. It's good. Still got Clippers there. So 2-2. Wash for a day. Only have one pick in the NBA preseason for today. And hey, it's all right. So we'll take the one pick. Hopefully we get back in the win column. And then Thursday, we're going to talk about a lot of WNBA finals for the Thursday slate. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. All right. Let's go ahead and get ready to talk about that one game in the NBA preseason. But first, I got to talk to you about Fantrax. Hey, make sure you move your fantasy basketball league over to Fantrax for free They run 365 days a year, fully customizable rosters, scoring, playoffs. You got the automated salaries as well. And it's just everything you needed for a dynasty fantasy basketball league where you have the automated salaries and contracts. So you get to orchestrate your league just like one of the pros, just like in real life. Massive, massive league sizes, too. You can have a league with 200 plus managers. Like, come on, 200 plus managers, more people, more fun. Plus, you get future draft pick trades as well. So that's always a nice little fun, cool tool to have with Fantrax. So, hey, bring your fantasy basketball league to Fantrax for an unbeatable user experience. And you can have a chance to win a Nikola Jokic signed jersey, official signed jersey by Nikola Jokic. Sign up today at fantrax.com/fantasypros. That's fantrax.com/fantasypros. All right, let's get to it. One game in the NBA that I am betting on. My New York Knickerbockers are at home welcoming the Washington Wizards, currently laying a 9.5 in the preseason on the Washington Wizards here. All right. So we're going back to, I told you, when you have a system, you play it and you just continue to be profitable. If it's a profitable system and it works, you just continue to play it. And whether you win some, you lose some. You saw it today. We won one, we lost one. But I'm still going to play the system because overall the system is profitable. And so the New York Knicks laying 9.5 here, total of 222.5. I'm going to continue to back the New York Knicks and fade a first-time head coach for the Washington Wizards. This also checks another box here because we have the Wizards who played already in the preseason, scored 98 points against Toronto Raptors, and that's ultimately what I'm afraid of for the Wizards here. Are they going to be able to score? Because despite this being the preseason, Tibbs teams play defense regardless. And I think that the motivation for everybody that's not in Tibbs' circle of trust of the players that he's going to play, because we all know, well, I'm sorry, we all might not know this, but from a Knicks fan, if you haven't noticed, or if you're not, a diehard basketball head that watches NBA all the time, you would know Tibbs only plays like 6, 7 guys through the season. I mean, I might be, over exaggerating a little bit, but not really. Like he doesn't go deep into his rotations at all. So if you're a bench guy, if you're a guy trying to make this team, if you're a guy that's trying to crack the rotation, you have to play defense and you have to prove your value early because Tibbs is going to play the guys he trusts and he's going to play them all the minutes he can and run them into the ground. Tibbs is so happy he got Mikal Bridges now because Mikal Bridges doesn't get hurt, and so Tibbs can run him into the ground. And I'm not gonna lie, I predict Mikal Bridges probably misses his first game of his career in this season for the New York Knicks with how much Tibbs plays his players. But that's also good for us because there's guys like Precious Achua, Jericho Sims, Deuce McBride that I think are very solid defensively. That's going to get a lot of burn here. I think that uh, a lot of the other guys, Tyler Kolek, like that rookie Tyler Kolek over there coming over from Marquette, I think they're all going to have something to prove. And they all are going to be very, very active in this game going up against a rookie head coach who is coaching in his only second ever game. It's a trend that we like to play again and against the Wizards team that we still think is going to be subpar over the course of the year. And we've seen already they've struggled to score in the preseason before. So, with the fact that they are struggling to score, I think the Knicks are going to find ways to put the ball in the basket. I think the Knicks are taking the preseason a little bit more serious than other years because they do need to figure this new team out before the season starts up. So, I think they're going to take this game. They're going to be more active early on with the starters in this game, just kind of figuring things out, getting into a rhythm. So, yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to take the New York Knicks. I'm going to lay the 9.5. I know there's people that's saying laying 9.5 in the preseason, never. Don't do that. Da, da, da. Well, I'm sorry, but I have a trend, and the trend says continue to fade rookie head coaches in the preseason. I've seen rookie head coaches in the preseason not cover lines of laying 20. I've seen it when I was looking this up. There were lines of like laying 20, laying 15, all of that, and rookie head coaches still didn't cover that line. So I'm going to continue to fade another rookie head coach here in terms of not covering a line of 9.5. So there we go. Play for the day, only play for the day. We are going to be fading Brian Keefe here, and I'm going to take the New York Knicks, my New York Knicks. I do struggle betting the New York Knicks. I think you should all should know that, by the way. I just don't like betting the New York Knicks, but that's my team. I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Superstitious. I'm superstitious. So yeah. All right. Sorry guys. That's it. New York Knicks laying 9.5. Make sure you give me a follow at really real underscore. Make sure you give us a follow at Betting Pros on X and on TikTok. Make sure you give us a follow at Betting Pros NFL on Instagram. And hey, like, comment, subscribe, youtube.com/bettingpros. And make sure you do those reviews, bettingpros.com/fast, bettingpros.com/fast. You can win an Alonzo Mourning signed jersey this month. Make sure you do those reviews. All right. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to end like this. We are out of here.